Love? Love you.
Oh, it's that?
Said.
Oh.
Love you, visit love.
You know how wholesome that moment is where Gorilla is saying to Mr. Rogers that she loves him, especially with Mr. Rogers and, you know, all of his stuff around love. Him keeping his body weight at 143 pounds because 143 symbolized some sort of, you know, numerology behind
I actually watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood with
What?
the gorillas. And Fred Rogers went to California and actually went into the cage with Koko the gorilla. This is a huge gorilla. And with one swipe, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
he can knock you over. And
welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be checking out a video that a lot of you guys wanted me to see. This is Mr. Rogers when he meets Koko the gorilla. I, up until this point, did not know of a Koko the gorilla. I've only just figured out who Mr. Rogers was like 2-3 weeks ago. And yeah, this is basically just going to be a whole new insight. I tried to do a little bit of research just to get a little bit of the context before checking out the video, but it seems like I'm going to be having to learn in real time. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me because, you know, I've got a curious mind. The first thing we're going to be checking out is a conversation with Koko. Just to get a feel of who Koko is. And yeah, I feel like that's important before I, you know, dive into just the grandiose or whatever word I'm trying to use of this situation. And it seems to be an iconic moment. So guys, I've checked out the Mr. Rogers documentary. I know a lot of you guys are telling me to check that out. It will be on the Patreon. It's already up there. Quite a few guys that I've seen it have loved my reaction to it. So for those of you guys that haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend checking it out. You also get access to all of my other movie reactions that I'll put on the screen, as well as some of my album reviews and my sitcom watch parties. Guys, a lot of things going on, man. I'm excited to get on this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another one of these amazing videos. And don't forget to like the video as well so I know you guys want to see more. But guys, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Let's go.
Who is that?
She's using
me
sign
there.
language.
Okay, that is you.
She can
Gorilla.
understand what she's saying.
Animal. Koko love. Okay.
Wow.
That's very good.
Wow.
That is you. You are a lovely animal.
I didn't even know this was possible.
When Penny Patterson and Koko, a western lowland gorilla, met nearly 30 years ago, neither had any idea they would become friends for life.
Friends for life.
In the long history of human-animal relationships, their story is one of the most fascinating. It is the true tale of a young woman and a gentle giant walking hand in hand into a whole new world of understanding.
Talk about a new world of understanding. This new world
They
for
couldn't
me.
have known that their intimate friendship would shatter century-old stereotypes and change forever our outlook of both gorillas and ourselves.
So interesting.
Penny describes her friend with gentle honesty and affection.
She feels she's important. She's got a strong ego. She's playful, can be very silly.
Spin. A really quick spin. And
That's
then
hilarious.
once you're good and dizzy,
She's sitting on the...
She's got a good sense of humor.
oh no!
No
a
way.
monster! A monster coming to get the alligator!
She can be very
Oh
stubborn.
wow, is that Coco's got such a cute laugh, man. He's like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why I even attempted. You guys heard that. Wow, gorilla laughs. I might start laughing like that.
Get the alligator!
That's
She can be
cute.
very stubborn, very willful.
Finish.
Oh.
You are not finished. You are not.
What if
You
the
are
gorilla...
not finished. You didn't do the work I asked. Please pick
She's
those
doing
up.
sign
Koko, you
language
are
back.
very good at that. Please pick them up. Come on.
Their relationship is like no other. Penny and Koko are the first human and gorilla to share a common language. Penny taught Koko to speak sign language.
Play with them after
Incredible.
you help.
I don't know how
Okay.
how do you even do that?
No, not
Some
fake.
classical reinforcement or something.
No. What?
Their exchanges, their
She's-
conversations were enchanting and quickly revealed the power language has to build a bridge between our species, animals.
That's trippy.
There is very little
To think
difference.
about.
Genetically, it's what, 2%, something like that. When I tell people that we have the same number of hairs per square inch as great apes, they go, no, that's impossible. Or that we have the same blood types. Oh, come on.
What?
You know, that's not right.
Blood type.
But it's all true.
That's what? Wow. A conversation with Koko, guys. Look, that was the introduction, just to get a little bit of insight, at least for my sake. I mean, some of you guys probably already know about Koko, but for those of you that don't, I guess me and you both are on the same page. That's crazy. I didn't realize the gorilla, the Koko, I didn't even realize animals could be taught a language, especially sign language, and they can communicate. Koko from 1971 to 2018 became a symbol of the emotional and intellectual capacities of apes. She could sign over 1,000 words and understand spoken English, offering a glimpse into non-human communication. That's crazy, man. I don't know if we have any other animals that like they've trained out there in the world that are like that, but that's crazy to think about. Imagine a world where animals could speak. I feel like I'll be watching one of those movies, you know, all over again. Planet of the Apes or something. Blow test. Koko welcomes Mr. Rogers.
Need some grooming too?
How does Mr. Rogers or Koko embrace one of the kindest humans, the most loving humans to grace this planet? One of
It's
them.
just a greeting to see what you've maybe been eating or
It's
what
a greeting.
you smell like. Yeah.
I can't tell if he's
Who are you?
a little bit scared.
And like who?
Isn't that
doesn't-
lovely?
Like who? Who?
Who?
That's wild. I can't believe this.
Hey, that's a happy sound.
Is it?
That's a purr.
Oh, like that? Can you teach me how to do that? Oh.
All right.
Bless her, man.
Here you go.
She's doing a whole birthday and she's gonna eat a cake. Wow, she gobbled that one bite. She probably would have finished it in 3.
How do you say love
Oh.
for sign language? How do you say love?
Can you show him how to say love? How do you say love? What? That flower. She's asking you about your cufflink. Is that a flower?
That's a sun. And my grandfather gave me that.
Sun. It looks like a flower, though.
Does look like
Can
a
we
flower.
talk? Can we talk a little bit about love? Frown? Oh, honey.
Wow.
What? Love? Love you.
Oh, is that
It says,
how- oh.
love you, visit
Love.
love.
Oh,
Well, that was very nice.
thank you, Koko.
She-
Do you know how wholesome that moment is where Gorilla is saying to Mr. Rogers that she loves him? Especially with Mr. Rogers and, you know, all of his stuff around love. Him keeping his body weight at 143 pounds because 143 symbolized some sort of, you know, numerology behind it, about one being, it's one word to say I, 4 words to be say, or love you, I love, wait. Love. Okay, 1 letter is, yeah, sorry, I messed up. 1 letter is I, 4 letters is love, and then 3 letters is you, 143. Mr. Rogers and Koko the gorilla, and she's expressing love for, like, that is a crazy moment if you think about it. And I'll be curious to see how much, you know, that you guys would take that in, because imagine Mr. Rogers, his love is so pure and genuine that it's like it transcends human understanding. It goes even into the world of animals. And shout out to all you guys with animals out there. I feel like I don't have an animal myself, but I feel like there's like this personal relationship that a lot of animal people that care for animals have with their animals, as if it's like another child. And you know, in many cases the animal can express emotions to the person, and you see that with Mr. Rogers and the gorilla. And that's crazy to think about, man. That's how I feel like that's how you know it's genuine, right? If an animal is communicating that, that's how you know Mr. Rogers is genuine. And ironically enough, that animal could just, you know, end Mr. Rogers' and everyone's whole thing, but she doesn't. Alright, we're gonna now check out the Koko the gorilla meets Mr. Rogers, Mr. Feeler. So this is him basically talking about it. From what I'm aware, Mr. McFeely was a regular, reoccurring character who came with surprises on the show. So it almost seems as if he's going to be, I think he set it up, so he's going to be introducing another surprise here. I could have got the context wrong, but I'm sure you guys will re-inform me. But we're going to check this one out nonetheless. Let's do this.
That was the other thing we did with the program. We had a lot of animals on the program too, to help children empathize with animals, and they need to be taken care of. And that was another reason we had animals on. But that's the one shoot I didn't see, because Koko the gorilla was on a gorilla conservancy somewhere in California.
Wow.
And they had 2 gorillas. They actually watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the gorillas. And they could say about 20 words in sign language. There was a trainer for these gorillas, and they taught them sign language. And Fred Rogers went to California and actually went into the cage with Koko the gorilla. This is a huge gorilla. And with one swipe,
That's what I'm saying.
he could knock you over. And the trainer was with Fred. So
Wait. The Mr. McFeely just saying he? We all know Koko is a she. Whoa.
Huge gorilla. And with one swipe, he can knock you over. And
yeah, it must have been a misspoke. Must have misspoke. Because obviously Coco's a girl, from what I'm assuming, from what was said. That's crazy, man. Come on, McFeely. Misgendering.
With one swipe, he can knock you over. And the trainer was with
one swipe.
Fred, so everything was okay. And Koko was used to people. This wasn't a wild gorilla. This gorilla was raised in captivity.
This is insane.
But Koko was fascinated with Fred Rogers' tennis shoes and started to unlace them.
You're doing a good job.
I should say. You're doing a great job with
You're
that.
really good at that, Koko.
That is insane.
You know just how to take shoes off.
How is...
Yes, that's it.
She's been so
And
gentle
socks?
with Mr. Rogers.
And Koko would say a few words to Fred.
And I wonder why she was interested in his shoes. Maybe is it because like every episode he would come in and change into like his more casual like shoes? If so, that is interesting, because he said that that the gorillas were watching Mr. Rogers, which is that's another layer of like just to think about animals watching the show and how they would interact with it and how it would impact them. And then we now see Koko taking off his shoes, maybe because that's the part that they saw when they watched it, him changing shoes. And he seems to be wearing, is it under the same shoes he wore on the show? Or am I tripping? You guys let me know. Because if so, then I feel like I might be onto something there. I feel like I'm connecting dots. You guys let me know what you think.
Just how to take shoes off.
That's crazy though. She undid the shoelace.
Yes, that's it. And socks?
And Koko would say a few words to Fred, sign language. However, when Fred went home, the next day he was in California, but he went home and still had the same suit he wore. And his wife said, "Where have you been?" It wasn't a pleasant smell, the gorilla, but Fred said he had the most fascinating time with this animal.
Wow.
Who was so curious about him. And again, there was a lesson there too to show children appreciation for animals and appreciation for wild animals, but this animal was socialized somewhat.
Love you.
Oh, is
She
that
said,
one?
love you.
That's so interesting. Like Fred comes home to his wife Joanne, and she's like, "Where have you been?" And Fred just not fazed about the smell. He just like, "I've just had a fascinating time." And I know he probably would have said it really slowly, you know what I'm saying? And then like just Like you could tell that this is probably one of those moments that Fred wasn't doing for the sake of, oh, this is gonna be a big moment, a cool moment. Like it seemed like he genuinely cares about the gorilla as well, and maybe the gorilla could sense that, because Koko, like he said, like Mr. Mafili said, she could just swipe him, and Mr. Rogers, God forbid, rest in peace to him. Imagine you hear a story of this something happening with Koko and Mr. Rogers, and then that just ends up being the end because of this interaction. But no, she gracefully, so calmly embraces Mr. Rogers, says she loves him, and it's just such a beautiful moment in the end. And I feel like that is just no coincidence. That's no coincidence. That's so crazy to think about.
The lesson there too, to show children appreciation for animals and appreciation for wild animals, but this animal was socialized somewhat.
Love? Love.
So does
you.
Oh, is
She
that?
said,
Oh.
love you, visit love.
Oh,
Well, that was very nice.
thank you, Koko.
She loves her visitor.
And all of that was part of why we went to visit Koko the gorilla, an appreciation of animals and preservation of animals, and the curiosity of Fred Rogers.
Thank you very much, Koko, for this visit. I hope that we'll meet again.
No, they can't put this clip at the end.
We will. Okay. I hope we
Sit.
have another visit soon again. Because we're friends now.
No, wait. Not Mr. Rogers saying it to Koko at the end. That is such a wholesome moment. He says we
Thank you very much, Koko, for this visit.
like he's thinking the gorilla. He's doing what he does on the show with the gorilla Koko. It's just this man. Shout out to Mr. Well, I don't know why I'm saying shout out to Mr. Rogers. This is my inner Gen Zers coming out, but that is so beautiful to see, man. And you could I feel like you could tell the Koko is just like, she's really happy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just reading into that. But Koko just seems so like comforted by his presence, just snuggled and warm. And he's saying, they're friends now. Like if he said to Koko that you are special the way you are, and I love you in that sense. Like if he started just going through the lines he says on the show, and he did it with that would have been such a crazy moment. I don't know if there's any more clips, but I would have loved to see Koko and Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers actually doing maybe one of his songs that he does for the program with Koko, and seeing how she interacts with it. Guys, I don't know. This is insane. I'm so glad I checked out. Thank you guys for introducing me to this. A lot of you guys wanted me to see these videos. Again, there might be more clips. I might have just stumbled across some of the, not many of them. But this was seemingly such an iconic moment again, and this was so beautiful to see. I don't think I've ever seen something like this in my lifetime. So to witness a man and not just any man, Mr. Rogers, with not just any gorilla, Koko. Two worlds collided. A collab that I guess nobody knew we needed, but it's now here, and it's just so cool to see. Guys, I missed this point coming on the yellow heart, because we know with the yellow hearts we'll be doing with a lot of these Mr. Rogers reactions. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this video. How this one impacted you. Were you guys aware of this beforehand? If so, then let me know kind of the moments that you stood out for you. Were there any moments that just resonated with you? Maybe towards the end here where he was just saying that they're friends now. I mean, at least for me, for the little I know Mr. Rogers, I thought like that moment right there was crazy. Was it when Koko took off the shoe and stuff like that? And what do you guys think about Koko being fascinated with the shoe? Do you think there was a bit of something behind that? I'll be so curious to see what you guys think about this video. So definitely get in the comment section below and let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if there's any other things you might want me to check out If you guys want to see more of my Mr. Rogers reactions and you want to see my rabbit hole from me knowing nothing to what I know now, then consider checking out my Mr. Rogers playlist, linked at the end of the video. If you made this point, you definitely enjoyed the video, so definitely don't forget to subscribe. To like the video before you head on out, but also subscribe, of course. And guys, of course, I'm the boy JayFlex. This is me checking out Koko meeting Mr. Rogers. For those guys who made it to this point, you guys have been absolutely wonderful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.